Okay, guys, I am here with another Halloween treat, and this one is perfect for parties. We are going to make my delicious cheese ball recipe, but we're going to do it in the shape of a precious little pumpkin. Let me show you how. So, the first thing I did is took two 8-ounce packages of cream cheese, and I want them to be soft. So, I popped them in the microwave and melted them a little, and then just got them all mashed up and stirred around before I started adding my seasonings. To my cream cheese, I am adding some green onions, Worcestershire sauce, some hot sauce, dried parsley flakes, garlic powder, oregano leaves, some black pepper, also some crushed or chopped walnuts, some deviled ham spread, and some chopped black olives, along with 1 cup of grated cheddar cheese. I think the secret ingredient to this cheese ball, what makes it so amazing, is the deviled ham spread and the chopped black olives. It is a savory cheese ball. It is absolutely delicious, and you can definitely tell that the garlic is there as well. So once all of that has been added to the bowl, then I'm going to stir it up, mix it really well to make sure that it is completely homogeneous and incorporated. And I think it's so much easier to do this when the cream cheese is at room temperature, which is why I popped it in the microwave for just 30 seconds to a minute, because it's just easier to get all of the stuff combined. It's very difficult to stir cold cream cheese, and I don't recommend it. So because I did warm up the cream cheese, or if you want to set it out and keep it at room temperature, I make sure that I have several hours to chill this cheese ball in the fridge. So that's why I don't mind warming it up, because of course I'm going to cool it back down. And now we move on to the other part. Now I like to use some plastic wrap for this. I'm just going to lay it out on my countertop, and I sprinkle some cheese on the bottom. This helps the bottom of the cheese ball not to stick. And I'm just going to use my spatula and get all of the cheese ball mixture out and onto that shredded cheese. And I'm going to pile it up because we're trying to make a circular shape. So I want it to be in a big pile and not spread out in any way. Now, I will say traditionally on my cheese balls, I don't usually put nuts in the center. I always cover the outside with nuts, but because we're making a pumpkin shape, we want this pumpkin to obviously be orange. So we needed the outside to be covered completely in shredded cheese, which is what I'm doing here. So I'm just going to pour the rest of my shredded cheese there. I did get a tip from someone else at my church who makes this pumpkin cheese ball, and she said that she uses this super finely grated cheddar cheese because it sticks a little bit better. So there's a tip for you. Make sure you grab the kind that is definitely smaller grated, and I would say you need to add some more cheddar cheese. I definitely have made that adjustment in the recipe, but I just wanted you to know in the video, the pumpkin is not going to be completely orange because I should have added more cheese and I didn't. But I did change that in the recipe on the blog. So now I just bundled up my plastic wrap, and I'm going to twist it or tie it off. I think I used a little rubber band here. And this is where I'm trying to get that cheese ball in a round pumpkin shape, and also to just close it off and to seal it. And here comes the fun part. So I cut some string or some twine, and all you do is like tie a knot. I'm trying to explain this. I know you're watching me do this. So I put it underneath the pumpkin, pulled it up and tied a knot, and I pulled some tension. I made it tight, and you can see right there that it makes indentions in the cheese ball. Then I turned the cheese ball, slid another piece of twine underneath, turned it around, and then I'm doing a knot, and see when I pull, I'm trying to make another indentation in the cheese ball. And I'm going to continue doing this until I do all sides. You can see right there, and I'm just making sure we have deep indentions. And I'm going to do this, and then it's going to look like a little pumpkin. It is so cute, you guys. It's so cute. You're going to love it. And then I'm going to turn the pumpkin one last time and do one on the other side. So I think I did 4 ties all together. And that's going to divide our pumpkin into these cute 8 sections. And after I get it all tied up, then I'm going to stick it in the fridge to chill. And that cream cheese is going to go back to a hard state, and it's going to hold the shape. So fast forward, now we're at our church tailgate. So I'm in their kitchen. That's why it looks different. It's been chilling for a little while, for a couple hours, and I'm just going to cut this yarn and remove the plastic wrap. And this is where you're going to see how well it holds the shape of the yarn, the strings. It's going to look just like a pumpkin. However, remember that yours should be completely orange. I needed more cheese. Just keep that in mind, okay? So I'm going to remove that. And then for our last touch, I'm going to serve it on this cutting board. But for our last touch, I have some bell peppers. And that red bell pepper to my left has a nice green stem on it. So I'm going to remove that stem. See, look how cute. So here I am removing that stem. I just cut off the top of the bell pepper and then I had to trim around the stem. And I'm going to put that in the center of my cheese ball, and that is really what completes it. It makes it look like a pumpkin. I'm going to surround it with crackers to get ready to serve. Remember, the entire recipe is on my blog and it is linked in the description below. You have to make it, guys. You have to.